Is family worship for you a stressful time of the day? Do you struggle to find structure in your family worship? Maybe you feel like you want to pull your hair out because you just don't know what to do. In this video, I'm going to share with you some practical things that we do as a family during family worship. This will help you to make family worship special, eventful, and also give it some structure. We start our family worship with singing. We have 2 boys, and so I always give them an opportunity each to choose a song. But I know if you give this opportunity to children to choose a song, they often choose the same song over and over. Have you found that? And by 4 weeks later, you're singing the same song, you might feel like, can we really sing something new? So what we have in our family home is we have a songs jar. And in this jar, we have a few papers, just folded small, written on them songs that the children know. And so every evening when we start our family worship, the boys will each draw a paper from this jar and we would sing that song. This provides us an opportunity to sing various songs, and this also provides an opportunity to learn new songs and then place those songs into the jar. And the children are always so excited when they draw their favorite song. So the next thing that we generally do in our family worship is we like to recite verses. So during our homeschooling time, the boys and I, we spend time memorizing scriptures, and I've decided that I want to use our evening worship as a time to recite these verses so that we can make sure that they stay in our memory. So we have a jar called the verses jar, and in this jar we have the same small papers, just orange, but you can make it any color. And in this jar I've added all the verses that we have memorized up till now. So every evening the boys would draw a paper each and we would recite that memory verse as part of our evening worship experience. So after we've sung our songs and we've recited our memory verse, we will then read some form of material that we have decided as a family to read. Now this will vary depending on the age of your children. If you have babies, you want to keep it very short, maybe a sentence or 2. And as your children progress in age, you can actually start reading stories that are longer. So this is something that you need to pray as a family for the Lord to send a resource along your path that will be sufficient or appropriate for your family. And after we've read, we will generally spend maybe a sentence or 2 just explaining to the children what we've read and just drawing their minds to God and to what God wants us to learn from the story. It's very important when we do family worship to not make it a lengthy discussion, especially with small children. You want to keep them engaged, and that's why these sections are so valuable, because we're going from singing, we're going to verses, then we're going to reading. Everything is short, to the point, and it keeps them engaged. Something else that we then would go over into is our time of prayer. And I think this is probably one of the most exciting things that my boys enjoy during family worship. When I started this, I did not anticipate the excitement that they would express with this. I have a very dear friend that has a blog. Her blog is entitled Miracles in Motions. Her name is Melinda Zeely, and I got this wonderful idea from her. I'll link her blog down in the description. She has so many wonderful resources that you can go and look at just to help you with homeschooling, help you with parenting, and many, many others. From her, I've learned this wonderful tool of incorporating a family prayer jar. As you can see, it's just an ordinary jar on which I stuck a sticker that says prayer jar, and inside we have these sticks. And on each stick, I've stuck a photo of people that my boys know. Here is a picture of their grandparents. Here's another picture of their grandparents. So in this jar are photos of people that they have a relationship with. This is family, it can be siblings. We've actually have a photo in of each of the boys so that they can draw each other's pictures and actually pray for each other. We even have a photo in there of myself and my husband so that they can learn to pray for their mom and their dad. And of course, we have the grandparents, we have the aunties and the uncles, and then we have various friends from our church community and just friends from our neighborhood. It gives the boys an opportunity to draw a picture and to pray for that person. When my boys were little, I would teach them how to pray for others. So after we've read our material of our choice, we would as a family kneel down on our knees and then we would pray. So when Rainier is home, he will lead us in prayer and do our main prayer. And after that, each boy gets an opportunity to pray for the person's picture that they have drawn. In the beginning, I had to teach them how to pray. So I would say to them, Lord, please, I pray for XYZ, help them to give their hearts to you, provide in their needs, protect them. So I would actually give them suggested words. Now they are so accustomed to it, they just pray for themselves and they even add new things that I haven't even taught them. Friends, this is so important. This jar has brought so much excitement into our family home. My boys literally run to the prayer jar when we start family worship. They are so excited to see who they can draw for that evening. So the last thing I want to share with you that we do as a family is something special that we do only on a Friday evening. We don't do it every night of the week for family worship. We only do it on a Friday evening, and that is what we call our family thankful jar. It's just an ordinary jar which I've put a sticker on. Inside, perhaps I should first show you, I have these pre-printed little papers. In here I have yellow and orange, but we do them all sorts of colors. I'll make sure that this printed template is in our Google Drive folder, and you'll find that link in our description. So I print out quite a lot of these and I keep them with all our family worship resources, if I can call it like that. And then every Friday evening, each and every one of us take a little paper, we take a pen and we write on it what we are thankful for. And then we place it into our thankful jar. You can see it's quite full already because we're quite far into the year. And then at the end of the year, we try to, on the last day of the year, to open the jar and to actually read the things that we've been thankful for. Now, I know you might say, I've got small babies, my children can't write. That's no problem. We have done this with our children since they were babies, before they could even properly talk. So what we would do is we would assist them with this. We would ask them, what are you thankful for? In the beginning, when my children were small and they weren't really able to express themselves, I would ask them, what are you thankful for? And obviously they won't answer, and I would say, are you thankful for mommy? And I would write down mommy. Are you thankful for daddy? And I would write down daddy. Even though it might feel like they don't understand or they can't express it or even write it, you are creating the right pathways in your brain to teach your child that every Friday evening we choose something that we are thankful for. My son is now almost 6 years old and he's actually starting to write. He's continually asking me, how do I write this? How do I write that? So every Friday evening he will ask me, please show me how I write my name. So he would write his name on a little piece of paper and then he would say, I'm thankful for waffles because we eat waffles for breakfast every Saturday morning. Or maybe he's thankful for the Sabbath, or maybe a new toy that he received. Sometimes he says he's thankful for his brother, his mother, or his father. So assist them where you can, and as time goes on and they learn to write and they learn to read and spell and all these things, they can start writing on their own. So at this moment we are assisting them in this quite a lot, but they love doing it. Even if they just take the pen, my boys often will just take the pen and they'll just scribble on their piece of paper. I would write their name and the date and we put it into the jar. At the end of the year, it's great excitement to open up the jar and find the papers that they've written on. Friends, family worship is a sacred time of the day. We need to prioritize this and make sure that we guard it with everything. We shouldn't put anything in front of family worship. Choose a time every evening that you can gather your family together. If father's not home, mothers, we stand in. Gather your family together. Pray, read, recite verses. This is the time when families should bond together. Family worship truly is the lifeline of the family. I pray that these tools would be beneficial to you. Maybe you've really been struggling to find structure in your family worship. Try one of these things. If you've tried them and they are successful, please comment below so that we can know which things you have enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to not miss out on any more videos.